working and you rocking, ain't no half in it. Hit it so, let the count go dumb. Every time the beat drop, know we about to go up. Gang.
Welcome back. This is another episode of Too Deep. This is Alfred. I got Mike on here, and we got Queen back for another one. All right, so we got to get back into this topic that we keep beating into the ground, the same boring topic. Let's get out the way first. Tired of talking about it, but we're going to keep discussing it. Brandon Aiyuk. All right, my first question is, what is more important to y'all? Both of you. Queen, you go first. Who is more important, a wide receiver 2 or a kicker?
I'm definitely a wide receiver 2, but, you know, wide receiver 2 is more important.
That's it?
Wrong answer. So, it should be, he should have said, not wide receiver 2. Clearly, a kicker is more important. Very seldom do you have a situation where your wide receiver 2 lost the game for you. But I'm telling you, as a Commander/Redskin/ football team fan, I have said many a day, that daggone kicker. That kicker has made me drink more than the wide receiver 2 ever had. Personally, I feel as though a reliable kicker is more valuable than a wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
especially since the fact that, good.
My bad. So with that being said, a kicker, why do you say a kicker is more important? Is it because of the points? Is it because of the position? We don't need a wide receiver 2. The kicker is more important than a wide receiver 2.
Kicker, your kick at the end of the season, your kicker's probably going to have more points than your wide receiver 2. He's going to have you in more position he's going to be in more position to win the game for you than your wide receiver 2. First of all, he's a wide receiver 2. So he's the second best person on the team at his position. The kicker is the number 1 best person on the team at his position. So we're really comparing, number 1s versus number 2s. And because we've been the way that we are as far as our team is concerned, people looking at us, we're looking at it like kicker ain't that important because all our kickers have sucked ass. We haven't had a kicker that can make a 50-yarder on a regular, or Lord forbid, he lines up for a 55-yarder and we think he can make it. You got cats out here making 71-yard kicks in the preseason. What are we doing? Like, we've been spoiled to thinking that kickers aren't this good, aren't this big, aren't this because of the ones we had. If we had a higher caliber kicker, I think we'd be looking at the kicking situation a lot different.
Okay, I can see that. As far as the kicker goes, in a single season, kicker, the most points scored by a kicker in the season is the 2025-2026 season. Jason Myers put up 206 points. Behind him, David Akers in 2011 put up 166 points, and Gary Anderson in 1998 put up 164 points. So the kickers...
Yeah, but you're doing the best ever. What's the average?
Best ever.
What's the average?
Right.
You're talking about the best ever. What's the average? What is the average kicker? Matter of fact, who's our kicker? The bum. What's his name?
I don't know why you asked the question. We all know that.
Queen, who's the kicker? Moody?
Jake Moody.
Is Moody still a kicker?
Jake Moody.
So
we're gonna cut that out.
How many points did Moody score last year? And he was buns, by the way. How many points did Moody score last year?
Moody was 82.6% on field goal percentage, with the longest that he hit was 56.
How many points did he score? I see
you asking questions we don't even know. He finished 10 for 11 on field goals.
Try this again.
Jake Moody, he averaged 12.1 points per game. Huh?
He scored 72 points.
Okay.
He scored 72 points last year. He was ass. He was ass.
Well, he was 30. Yeah, that ranks him 31st in the league with 72 points. But he didn't play the whole season.
Guess how many points our number 1 receiver scored last year? 18.
Our number who's receiver?
That's Terry. It was Terry.
Okay.
He was still at number 1, but throughout the season, it was pretty much Debo. Right, okay, so let's do Debo.
You asking all these questions, we have the research on.
Debo scored 36 points last year. A star behind kicker scored double what our number 1 wide receiver scored last year.
That's kind of a good point that you're making, because if you put it in perspective, last year, Jason Myers put up 206 points. So, a kicker technically would be better than the wide receiver 2.
If you got people like we have. Now, if you had, a good kicker, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But we can't depend on our guys. And here's the thing. Hey, Mr. Queen.
Yo.
There's a sport out there where people use their feet all the time, Yeah. I'm not a GM. I don't know if you stayed at a Holiday Inn last night. I don't know, man. I know you're not a GM either last night. But if you was looking for somebody to kick the ball, where would you start?
I already know.
Where would you
Soccer
start?
league.
In the soccer field. So explain to me why every team don't have 5 or 6 guys in camp that just left the soccer league yesterday. Why is it so hard to find a kicker, somebody to kick the ball, when there's an entire sport designated to kicking a ball? Like, what are we doing here, then?
No, I mean,
why
I
they
kind of
gotta
agree.
make it so complicated, dog? Like,
You
man,
made it.
that's not rocket science, dog.
You made that point the other day, and I mean, I can't really disagree with that. All right, and so
Hey,
back to
come
IU.
on. You know we came here for the meat and potatoes, Mr. Aiyuk. Nobody's talking about Brandon. Everybody's talking about Brandon Aiyuk, but nobody's talking about exactly why it is that I personally feel as though I went from wanting Brandon Aiyuk to feeling that we need Brandon Aiyuk. I don't just want him. I think we need him. I'm gonna let you have the flow, and you tell us how you feel about the Washington Commanders waiting for Brandon Aiyuk and then potentially landing Brandon Aiyuk. You got the flow.
I'm gonna let you have it. I don't want to talk about that subject. I'm gonna let you have it. That be your little segment by yourself.
No, I teed it up for you, bro. Okay, Alfred. All right, we're gonna have to do this. I teed it up for you, man. We got the whole purpose. We got to go back. You can't just be like, yeah, you already know. I'm teeing it up for you to say stop. I'm teeing it up for you, nigga. Come on, dude. Come on now. I give you your chance to do the rant, because if I go on what I got to say about Brandon Aiyuk, it's not gonna match what you said.
Yeah, but
okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, ready, Alfred? All right. So let's just get into the meat and potatoes while we do it. We're really here because everybody got something to say about Brandon Aiyuk, right?
Brandon Aiyuk.
I personally, yes, I have my opinion. Alfred, you have your opinion. Queen, you have your opinion. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity now, Queen, to tell me how you feel about the Brandon Aiyuk situation, about the fact that we're waiting for him. I think he's gonna be a number 2 wide receiver in the fans' minds. I don't think so personally, but how do you feel about us waiting and pursuing Brandon Aiyuk? How do you feel about Brandon Aiyuk?
First of all, y'all ain't about Brandon Aiyuk. Let's move on. Let's try to find something else. Stop focusing on one guy. You know what I mean? I really don't really want to talk about the guys. I'm tired of hearing about the guys. It's like on off season, you keep hearing about Dallas Cowboys, our arch rival. You don't want to keep hearing about the same stuff, so they move on with it.
Okay, so everybody's talking about Aiyuk, but we can't move on from Aiyuk because we haven't decided what we're going to do with Aiyuk. So Aiyuk is that's like saying everybody's talking about the draft, so let's move on. Well, you can't move on from the draft until you have the draft. So until we rectify the Brandon Aiyuk situation, it's here to stay, though. And personally, I like Brandon Aiyuk, and I'm gonna keep doing.
Really, nothing to talk about. No, it's
all
like,
right, Queen. If Brandon Aiyuk came to Washington, what would his position be?
He would be the wide receiver.
Which one?
Probably 3.
Wide receiver 3.
Okay.
Really?
Who the 2 over him?
McLaurin and Burke.
You think McLaurin and Burks would be over Brandon Aiyuk?
Automatic.
Nah, like the young kids say, I call cat. Brandon Aiyuk come to Washington.
I agree. I agree on that. If Brandon Aiyuk comes to the Commanders, Brandon Aiyuk will be the number 1 wide receiver on our team.
The number 1.
The number 1.
As much as I love Terry McLaurin, it's one thing that Terry McLaurin just does not do. And Queen, as a former wide receiver, you know what I'm about to say. He don't get separation. I know you're like, he don't get the targets, throwing the ball. I understand that. But you got a more chance of your shit getting intercepted messing around with Terry McLaurin, because Terry McLaurin doesn't get separation. He's number 1 in the league for contested shots for a reason, because he can't separate. We love Terry as a Washington fan. We love Terry because we see dog. What do you mean that's not true? Very seldom do you see Terry open.
4 more touchdowns in the season every time. Like the game against Cincinnati, he was in front of the guy. The game against the Cleveland Browns, he was in front of that defense in the back. We want to say 3 or 4 times. It's just that when they get the ball, it's like they just dive and hit his feet. Watch his highlights from last year. Terry McLaurin had like 4 or 5 catches that should have been touchdowns, but he got tackled in the 5, within the 5 to 10.
But that's the point that he's making right there. That's the point.
And that was separation. That wasn't no contested pass. That was separation. He was past the defense.
Right. So let me get this right. I'm running down to catch a ball. The quarterback throws a perfect pass. I catch it, but I get tackled before I can take 2 steps. You know what that means, Queen?
No,
I
that's
didn't
not.
get separation.
No,
had I
no.
got separation, I'd have been gone when I caught it. You know, like Aiyuk do. When he catch it, he keep on moving. That's the shit that I need from Terry.
Yeah, how many catches did Aiyuk have last season?
If I
0.
was Aiyuk, I wouldn't have played last year either.
Question, how many catches did he have last season?
He had 0.
Okay, 0.
Thank you.
0. So since you want to throw blanket statements out there, who had the best season? Aiyuk or Terry? Aiyuk's best season is better than Terry's best season.
I mean, so if you want to compare that,
He was number 2 when he had his best season. When Terry McLaurin came, he was always the number 1.
He will be next
He always get double and triple team.
And that's because we gave some people not.
And the other running back they had before McCaffrey. I forgot they had a good running game before McCaffrey.
So let me get this right.
Nah, man, he had Debo over there helping him out.
Debo wouldn't help. Look, okay, I understand what you're saying. Yes. Let's just say Debo was helping him out, and so was McCaffrey, and so was Kittle.
Klein always been a number 1. How many seasons has Aiyuk come in as the number 1 wide receiver?
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay, hold on.
Aiyuk,
pause for a second.
But Debo Samuel was not the number 1. Aiyuk was the number 1.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
He wasn't.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Took that position.
Hold on a second.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so I'm gonna name a couple wide receivers, and if they come over to the Commanders, where would Terry McLaurin go? AJ Brown gets traded to the Commanders. What is AJ Brown? Wide receiver 1 or 2 with Terry McLaurin?
2.
Okay.
2.
If Neighbors comes over to the Commanders, where is Terry McLaurin?
Terry McLaurin's still number 1.
Over Neighbors.
No, keep going. It's too long. Go. Good.
Okay.
Good.
CeeDee Lamb gets traded over to the Commanders.
McLaurin number 1.
But CeeDee Lamb, okay. George Pickens gets traded to the Commanders.
McLaurin number 1.
Wow.
And we see what he is.
Okay.
He has Terry McLaurin.
My biggest thing about Mike, I hate. Well, I ain't gonna say I hate. I dislike wide receivers that have a lot of drops. You know what I mean? AJ Brown, he drops the ball a lot.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Neighbors is a good wide receiver. I can't take nothing from Neighbors, but he just hasn't shown enough to be. Even though we can't talk about what he did in college and all that, we need to see what he can do when he got double teams and triple teams like Terry McLaurin when they scheme around. Until then, we can't put Neighbors up there. So then another one you had. Who was the other guy you had?
George
CeeDee
Pickens.
Lamb. Okay, so both of them fall right into that category. Pickens had a good year last season. But when he was with the Steelers, his problem was drops in his attitude. Look at CeeDee Lamb last season. He had a rack of drops. I think he was in the double digits, if I ain't mistaken. You know,
but also had 130 targets probably.
And he had a better offensive coordinator though he's targeted 12 to 14 times. I mean,
but Queen, you just answered your own question right there. You got a guy that's being targeted 3 to 7 times a game, and you got a guy that's being targeted 8 to 15 times a game. Obviously, he's going to have more opportunities to have drops. Terry doesn't have the opportunities to have drops. So you're just saying, so I had a guy that caught 140 passes and a guy that caught 70 passes, but I think the guy that caught 70 is better because he dropped less? Get out of here. Are you serious?
Well, technically, Queen is right.
The way I'm saying it, and the way it is, you put it in a different way because, like, the targets really don't have nothing to do with you dropping the ball. If you're a wide receiver, you're supposed to catch the ball. We ain't talking about, we're talking about seeing them drop last year was right in the pocket.
Targets equal opportunities. So but you have more opportunities to drop the ball when you get more targets from it.
But out of his 7 targets, and the first 7 targets in his game, he got 2 drops. McLaurin 7 targets, no drops. If he get 10 targets, no drops.
So
It doesn't
to
matter.
Queen's point,
You talk about the drops, bro. Them boys drop a lot.
to Queen's point,
But
he
they also got the volume.
to Queen's point,
does too.
so to Queen's
Terry
point,
had one
CeeDee
drop
Lamb
last
he's tied for the most drops in the NFL with 8.
And
to his point.
how many years he been in the league? How long he been in the league? What he been about 4 or
1,
5
2,
years?
3, 4, 5, 6, 6 years.
And he done tied the league. And his man,
I get that.
Man, out of here.
I do. Trust me when I say I get that.
Get out of here.
So
I do.
CeeDee Lamb is averaging.
Look.
He's averaging 7 drops a game. CeeDee.
Okay.
I'm sorry, a
Can't be
year, not a
averaging
game.
7
A
drops
year.
Game if he
A
had-
year. A year.
Okay,
Sorry.
All right. So I got a question. How many yards did CeeDee Lamb? How many yards did CeeDee Lamb have last year?
CeeDee Lamb had
Yeah,
1,077.
Okay, he had a bad year last year. How many touchdowns?
Huh?
How many touchdowns?
He had receiving touchdowns 3 last year.
He had a bad year last year.
He had a very bad year.
But if he didn't drop all them passes, he could have had a good year.
A little bit better. A little bit better. He dropped 8 passes last year.
But those drops could have been touchdowns.
I get what you're saying. And again, I love my guy. I don't want people to think that I don't like Terry McLaurin. But what I'm telling you is this. What I've seen from them other guys, when I look at in our division, as much that it used to be a time when I said Terry McLaurin was the best, right? But if we're not going to use him, then I can't rank him up there. The fact of the matter is he just doesn't get the targets. And the reason why he doesn't get the targets is because he doesn't get the separation. The thing I'm trying to say is if the way that Terry doesn't get separation, if they're going to force the ball into him more often, then he's going to drop more passes. That's all I'm saying. It's more value. He doesn't get wide open passes. It's just the sheer volume of it. We're going to give Terry an extra 60 targets because I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're about to give Terry an extra 60 targets on top of what he did last year.
As long as he don't get hurt, and then he can hold up with that hamstring.
Terry and Aiyuk will be perfect together. But I also feel as though Aiyuk is the number one. And it's not going to start that way. But I think it's going to wind up ending to the point where when we leave the season next year, because I think we're going to get out of it. When we leave the season next year, we're going to be looking at it as if to say, well, Terry is worth $30-some million. It's okay to get rid of him because we have Brandon Aiyuk. Now, your issue with Brandon Aiyuk. Now, a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people know this about Brandon Aiyuk.
Hold on, let's go back.
Go ahead.
Let's go back to the wide receivers again too, with this comparison of the targets and all this.
Uh-huh. I
One
love Terry, by the way.
Nah. Just name me one quarterback besides James Daniels that McLaurin had in the
Yes,
season.
and I understand that. And hey, look, I got Sam Howell gear in the house, dog. Don't do that to me. But
Yeah, so
look,
I'm saying like
but here's the thing. Do the same thing with Aiyuk. Who did Aiyuk have?
Garoppolo way better than anything we had over there. Yeah,
Hey, Garoppolo was buns, dog.
hey,
We were just like this. Us in San Francisco, dog. We were just like this. Wasn't no one better. They dealing with the same stuff. I think the combination of the two. But hold on, please. Let me say something real quick. So people are under the impression that that Brandon Aiyuk quit on his team, right? I don't know if you know this or not. And now, Alfred, if I say anything wrong, you correct me, okay? So in October of 2024, Brandon Aiyuk, right? He tore his ACL, right?
Right.
I don't know the extent. I don't know ACLs. I don't know all that, right? He tore his ACL. I don't know how bad it was, but I know he was out that season, obviously. He tore his ACL in October, okay? So the off season comes around. He's out here doing his rehab, doing this, doing that. Now, mind you, October is 5-6 months away, right? So most people, it takes them a good year to recover from the ACL surgery. Only the elite get back within 8 to 9 to 10 months. Most people don't do what Adrian Peterson did. It's not a lot. It's more people that take an entire year, beginning of the next season, to get ready than it does people that only take 8 months. But what I'm saying is, so the off season runs around, okay? San Francisco's coming to him, they're talking to him, hey, dog, look, man, we need you to come sit in the building, do this, do that. Look, man, I got my own off season program over here. I'm rehabbing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like a lot of players do. So what they did was, instead of fining him like most teams do, instead of fining him daily, they decided to go straight for the jugular and take his money from him. They voided his guaranteed part of his contract. So here I am recovering from injury. You guarantee my contract, but I'm still on the team. So now when August come around, you want me to participate in the offseason stuff. You want me to participate in the preseason, and July, September come around, you want me to play. Dude, you just literally took all my money, but you want me to play? Are you serious? Man, you know what, man? Trade me, man. I'm out of here. I want to be over there in Washington anyway with that young boy, number 5. I don't even like y'all. And something else that people don't pay attention to. San Francisco is really trash when it comes to a couple of things. Now, I'm not trying to talk about. Maybe that came out wrong. There's a reason why people like Willis and the other Bulls retired early from San Francisco. There's a reason why every year San Francisco is top 5 in the pack of having the most injuries in the league. Every single year, they're top 5 there, at least top 10 in the league out of 30-some teams. Something's going on in San Francisco. Like I always told y'all, that Shanahan system, to me personally, look at the Houston Texans. Look at everybody that runs that Shanahan system. It's the greatest system ever for a running back, but it will get you injured. You remember when we had that Shanahan system? We always had injuries. Pierre and Santana, we always had injuries. RG3, we always had injuries, man. That Shanahan system. Think about it, that Shanahan system. They had over the offense. They had over in Atlanta when them boys got injured. Like it's something about that Shanahan system. And I think Aiyuk is like, man, y'all took my money. I've already torn my ACL, and I'm seeing everybody else either retire or get injured themselves. I don't even want to be here no more. Aiyuk checked out, so he didn't play August, September, October, November, December. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with all. Even if you look at it, Kittle defended him a couple months ago. He was like, dude, like, I was just checking on the man, and he checked on me and all this and all. Like, it was the whole thing about how great of a teammate Brandon Aiyuk is. Brandon Aiyuk's only issue is that they took his money from him first. And everybody's like, oh, San Francisco needs to do this, F him, and do all this and do all that because he quit on the team. Dude, if you told me you was going to give me $27 million and then you took it away because I didn't show up to some meetings, and then I say, you know what? Then I'm not going to show up to some meetings. Then don't get mad at me. Don't y'all turn y'all back on me as much as I did for y'all. I tore my ACL messing with y'all, and then y'all you'll take my money and still make me work? Man, get out of here, man.
I mean, in that situation, I probably would do the exact same thing. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think that I would come to work because you know me right now. I quit for $1 and went across the street. If they took $40 million from me and they told me
it was 40,
it was 40. Yes, it was 24, 27 million, and then it was 25 or so million in bonuses. They took all that away from him. So it was about $40 million.
They took the guarantee and the bonus?
Yeah, and the bonuses, yeah. They took all that from him. So, I mean, and if that's the case, I'm coming to work and I'm looking at my paycheck and like, hold on. Like, technically you got fired on your day off. And y'all expect me to come in there and work. I wouldn't do it either. The other issue here is if y'all are taking the money from him, you expect him to come to work. Are y'all going to give it back to him? Were they expected to give it back to him? We have no idea what happened. The problem with this whole thing,
I've been talking. I ain't let you talk.
Nobody has had a conversation with Brandon Aiyuk yet. Nobody. Why is nobody talking to Brandon Aiyuk?
The players have, and they defended him. But Brandon Aiyuk can't talk about going to another team. That's against
right. No. I'm talking about just press. The people talking bad about Brandon Aiyuk. The people over there in San Francisco who are just dogging Brandon Aiyuk. They're not saying anything. They're not talking to him. Hey, I sat down and talked to Brandon, and this is what he said. Hey,
because our podcast is the only one that looks at both sides. Everybody else is trying to run with that narrative that this guy right here is a bad guy. You know what I mean? What my man says, just because I'm a bad guy don't mean I'm a bad guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nobody is coming to the defense of him. But I'm here for you.
You good.
Jeez.
All right. Okay, so next, really quick, I Googled Dominique Hampton, and I don't see where he played for the Commanders. He played for the Commanders? He played for the Bears.
Yeah, we drafted him. 6th round.
We drafted him. 2024 fifth round draft pick, and then he plays for Chicago now.
Hey,
And
he came through our pipeline.
Right. Okay. So we drafted him here, and he was on Pop the Balloon. I'm gonna stitch the video right here. Take a look at it.
The electricity.
Welcome in. What's your name?
Dominique.
Dominique, how old are you?
26.
Where are you from?
I lived in a lot of different places, originally from Decatur, Georgia.
Okay.
But I live in Chicago currently.
Got it. And what do you do?
I'm a project specialist and electrician.
Okay, cool. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I mean, I don't know anything about Dominique Hampton at all. Is he good? I don't know very much about. I know we picked him 2024 in the fifth round, but that's about all I know about.
He's good enough
about
for
him.
us. Not Quinn. You remember Hampton?
You know what? I actually
Rivera picked him. So if Rivera picked him, he probably wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like, dude, listen, man. Rivera hurt me to my core, man, because now I see it. Like, I was behind him too, though, because I'm team first. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm the guy that think we're gonna win 100. I'm gonna win 17 games every year. But like, he really wet the bed when he didn't get Forbes. When he got Forbes and didn't get Gonzalez, that was really bad. And I drank the Kool-Aid thinking that, well, Forbes had like a whole bunch of interceptions, so I thought he was gonna do something. I didn't realize that he was just frail, itty bitty. He didn't have enough ass. And when we picked up Dotson, we let Olave go, and we picked up Dotson.
I still don't understand that pick.
I mean, but Dotson was the man at Penn State, bro.
Yeah.
He was the man. Go ahead, Queen. Something you want to talk about? Get off your chest.
No, not really, man. Not really. I don't know Hampton. I'm sitting there mad at myself about that. I think I remember him slightly, but I don't know.
Dog 2 years ago.
I don't know. I think I remember playing special teams or something. But yeah, that was bad. That was a whole bad era, man. Bad era. That boat.
The Rivera era. Yeah, I was big on. Now look, we didn't like Rivera at all. He's like, why do we want somebody else's trash? And he didn't say it that nicely. He never liked Rivera. I give him that. Yeah. I like what the team do, man. Like, I get behind our shit all the time. Like, I just like what my team do. Like,
I like what the team do too when it makes
blind
sense.
faith.
Like
blind
when
faith.
it makes, like the Rivera.
You don't think nothing makes sense though? You hate everything.
Yeah, man, like the Rivera didn't. What up? What up?
All right, we're back. Okay. All right. So we were talking about
flipping and reverse.
Flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive is when yet. Put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
Okay. So we were talking about the draft. Very curious about, once again, everybody talking about the same stuff over and over and over. Who do you guys want? All the guys are there. I'd say pick 7. Nobody's picked it. Who y'all want?
Me personally, I personally want best player available. I want to be able to come through in 3 years and say, this person is top 5 best person at their position. If we get Love, I want him to be a top 5 running back in 3 years. We get Bane, I want him to be a top 5 linebacker, edge rusher, whatever they're going to put him at in 3 years. If we get Downs, I want him to be a top 5 safety in 3 years. Whoever we get, I want him to be, I want a blue chipper, can't miss foundation piece. Best draft pick Washington's had in a long time. Is looking us dead in the face. Just don't mess it up. I don't care who it is. I just want them to be very good at their job.
Okay, me
What
myself.
you think?
I agree with what he's talking about, 100%. And mine is I'm more of a defensive person because I know the offense gonna be good. So I'm thinking more of like, why? Because like Jaden Daniels is proven to be a good quarterback. So, and we got McLaurin. We just signed a great tight end, which I think he's gonna be great. And he ain't really done that yet, but But I think our offense is good. Jaden Daniels can make anybody catching the ball look good, I believe. And I think that we just need defense, man. Like, defense is our biggest thing. So I'm thinking about a Bane, but the biggest one I'm thinking about is Styles. That's my main guy. Now, if we get Bane, I like him to be a blitzer. You know what I mean?
You don't think we did enough in the offseason to where we don't need to necessarily get a defensive player?
I don't think we did. I think we did good on getting things, but I think that it's other like safety. That was a good pickup on safety. you know, but that was just one safety. It's two safeties that play the game. I
Talking
think we
about
need
Cross.
Cross and the coach. Yeah. I think we
Right.
still need another one. You know what I mean? I think we still need another safety, you know, and like I say, if Styles
You don't
is
like
gone,
Paul Martin and All Pro Revo?
I mean, I like them, you know, far as coming in every now and again, but far as starting, no. Far as starting, no.
Yeah, I get it.
And doing a little bit of what they do, that's cool. But starting, no. You know, great special teams players, but far as starting players, no. So I look at it like we need another safety. That's gonna be like either a hitting safety or a coverage safety.
And the number 7 overall pick on a safety.
Yes, I am. And
No, you are. Okay. All right.
And,
we had this conversation before. You ain't say that shit.
You know, when we talked about that before, I was all big on downs, you know, me watching TV, listening to what they talk about. You know what I'm saying? They got me.
I like downs.
I like them. I love them. I got into the hype. I'm like, yeah. You know, but when you sit back and think about it, we make these same mistakes where we don't try to develop a guy like Marion. I think he'll be a good starting running back for us. Not saying he'll be the greatest, but just like nobody thought Alfred Morris would be a great running back.
He
You
was.
know what I'm saying? He was with us.
He was not.
He was with
Alfred
us.
Morris was.
He was a running back. Hold on, time out. Let's try this again. He was a running back in a Shanahan system, the best system ever created for a running back in history. With the Denver Broncos in the late 90s, every running back that touched the path, that touched the grass, every running back that started for Denver easily got 100 yards a game, because that system is the easiest system for a running back. It's one cut and gone. It's a zone blocking system. Take one cut and you're gone.
He didn't have that one cut ability speed. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that.
You don't need it. You don't need it, dog. And Shanahan system, you still gonna get choked.
Right now,
That's why
if you think about our last 10 to 12, 16 without running backs.
Boy, hello.
Alfred was the best.
Alfred Morris?
He's damn right.
Alfred Morris was the best. He's a 1,500 yard back, wasn't
he? Yeah.
He was.
He was only second to Adrian Peterson one year.
All right, but dude, you do realize that the same time he ran 1,500 yards, did his quarterback not run for 800, damn near 900 yards and stuff?
So just think if they would have gave him the ball instead of a quarterback.
So just think what a Shanahan system does for a running back. Every running back that goes to San Francisco runs for 100 yards a game, dog. What are we doing? Is it the running back or is it the system?
I don't say that. It's both, because the running back got to make the right cut. He got to see the hole. He got to be a smart one.
Yep, and if he don't make the right cut 2 times, he's out of here, because it's real easy. You go one way or the other.
Because Alfred Morrison had no 2-time cut speed. He didn't have no 2-time cut speed.
And still ran the first one for 1,500. Am I going crazy? I know he ran for 1,300. Did Alfred Morris not run for 1,500 yards 2 times?
Yes, he did. That's when he was second to Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
If I'm mistaken, about 30 or 40 yards. Yeah, he was right there.
But what happened? What happened once he left Shanahan's system? What did he do?
He went to the Cowboys and he destroyed us.
So let's try this again. What happens when he left Shanahan's system? What did he do? He did absolutely nothing.
But
except for when he played us that one game.
Hold on, see, now you're taking away from that man. Because when he was
taking away from that man.
When he was with the Shanahan system, he was the number one. When he left, he was the backup.
Because he couldn't get to the number one. That is correct.
You can't fault that man for being a number 2 running back elsewhere when he was number 1 here. When he was the number 1 back, he was dangerous.
Yeah, but he couldn't become the number 1 because there he couldn't. Not in Dallas. Didn't they have the boy Zeke there?
They already had their pick.
That is correct.
Number 1. And they used a high draft pick to get that number 1.
He wasn't the same. He wasn't the same. He wasn't the same. He had opportunity. He had opportunities.
Used the same way. He wasn't used
you
the
make it
same
sound
way.
like he never. You make it sound like he never
He was-
had any
Look,
opportunity, and he had
nah,
opportunities.
he was in the read option where made the read option look so dangerous that everybody really started using it. We made it look the best when we had
I don't know.
with Morris.
I think it was Colin Kaepernick that made that read option dangerous, and RG3.
No.
But I think more so.
Hell no. No. When RG3 came through, there's nothing they could have did with it. Man, dude.
Right, but
listen,
it was
man,
with Colin
we
Kaepernick.
were supposed to win the Super Bowl that year. Had RG3 not got injured, they had zero.
Yeah.
Zero. They had nothing they could do to that system. They were screwed. That system, nobody could stop. With Alfred Morris and RG3 and Pierre Garçon and Santana Moss, forget about it.
Hold on, not Santana Moss.
It wasn't Santana.
It was six.
It wasn't Santana.
It was Six Santana.
What you mean?
Six Santana.
What's that mean?
That's his name, Six Santana. That's his name. He ain't no Santana Moss. He's Six Santana.
What's that mean?
That means he's sick with it. When he got the ball, he upset a lot of
Santana.
A lot of other people.
Yeah,
a lot of people that was on the other side. He upset their stomachs, hearts, everything.
He has some moments.
Too much moments. That was Six Santana.
And I still think Brian Mitchell was better. But go ahead.
Oh boy,
All right, okay. So back to the draft. I don't know how much we beat into it. As far as the draft picks, are y'all good with what y'all said already? Did you say Caleb or did you say Sonny Styles?
Me personally,
I don't care.
I like the linebacker coming out of OSU. Styles. That's the one I want because I'm looking at him. And I love his sideline to sideline, his leadership, his tackling ability. You know what I mean? And his hunger.
What if you got him and Love together? What if you got him and Love sitting right there? Which one you rather?
Me personally, I think I'm gonna go with Merritt as my running back, and I'm gonna go ahead and strengthen his defense up for the next 10 to 15 years.
The fact that you call him Merritt,
I'm gonna go get Styles. Yeah, Merritt. I'm gonna get Merritt. I'm gonna keep Merritt. And we just went and signed.
White.
So I feel like if we sign these running backs, we feel like we're strong in this position.
Go get Love, play catch me if you can.
Go get one to have weak positions, which is the line. From what I'm hearing, we might run a 3-4. So the more linebackers, the merrier. And I think he's going to be a linebacker to where as though when he steps foot on campus, he's going to be the guy that they're talking about.
Is Styles better than Bane?
Is Styles better than who?
Bane. Yes. Ruben
Bane.
You talking about the dude from Florida?
Miami. Ruben Bane. Miami, yeah.
Edge rusher. He's
a linebacker. He's not just an edge rusher. He's a linebacker.
Yeah, but he's a
linebacker.
He got a lot of flaws in his game. It ain't too many flaws in Styles' game.
Ruben Bane? No, he don't got as many flaws as Styles. Styles was a combine warrior. Bane showed it on tape, dog. Bane is the real deal. They looking at his hands because his hands is a half-inch smaller than what they want it to be. But don't lie, man. Film don't lie, dog. Bane is the real deal, dog.
Yeah, he's the real deal. But we just put out a lot of money for 2 defensive ends and defensive linemen.
No, we didn't. We're like number 2, number 1 in cap space right now.
We're number 2 or number 1.
We're number 2.
We got money.
We got
number 2.
I said we number 1 or 2. We got money. Yeah, go spend the money on a kicker that plays soccer right now.
So the highest money we paid was for an edge rusher from the Chargers, right?
Right. What's his name?
So that's the one we put the most money out on.
Okay.
Dafe Owe.
So what I'm saying is I think we should get this linebacker hands down. We don't have no linebackers for real. Besides the one, and we ready to switch to a 3-4.
We got Jordan. We got Louisville. We got Luvu. We got McGee.
But you say Luvu.
We got linebackers.
We had Luvu last year. And how many tackles did Luvu miss last year?
I understand that, but we
The
also had Jewett Jr. that put
yeah.
okay,
We
but
don't
Queen.
remember.
But you seen what Luvu did the first year, right?
You should be shopping Luvu right now for a second
No,
or
we should
third.
not. No, we should not. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't.
If we know we're not gonna get the win from OSU, we should be shopping this bum.
Hey, I kind of agree. I think I do agree on that one. I think Deluvu should probably be trade bait.
Face on the cam, but the grind almost turned Joe to a bad, made a lane out the hustle. Name in the title, that's a stamp, that's a logo. Came out the hood, turn the block to a show though. Check go gang when they see my face. Everybody sound like a court case. Did they run it up, love, better talk nice. Came from the mud, now we shine on sight.